Okay, so this is a heat map that I just generated based on this real website. So this is a very useful feature that you can utilize in Google Stitch, and this will ensure that you're creating content or you're creating a layout that will actually draw attention into things that matters, like the button, CTA, links, videos, images, etc. But at the moment, this AI feature will only work on a design or apps or websites that were generated directly in Google Stitch. But as you can see, I was able to generate this heat map based on this real life website. So if you are interested, that I'm going to show exactly how you can create a heat map like this using Google Stitch based on an existing website. So let's get into it. First, let's navigate to stitch.withgoogle.com and just wait for the page to open, and after that you can log in with your Google account. Now for this example, I'll use a web design, and also I'll select the redesign feature. This is very important. So basically you can enter the website URL, but you can also just upload the screenshot of the website, and I do recommend to choose that option because it will ensure better accuracy of the design or the website. And for that, I'm going to be using a Chrome extension called Go Full Page. So this is a fantastic Chrome extension that you can install on your browser, and it should allow you to take a screenshot of the full page of the website, so the entire page can be seen in one image. Just wait for the tool to be installed, and after that we can continue to the next crucial step. Okay, now I do recommend to actually navigate to the extension options, and you might want to change one setting here because this is very important. So change the image format from PNG to JPEG, because in Google Stitch the maximum size of the screenshot is 5 megabytes, and there is a good chance that your website might be more than 10 megabytes when you're taking the screenshot, especially if you have plenty of visual content. So the JPEG format will ensure that the quality will be decent, but it's going to be a lot smaller. Now let's close this page, and I'm going to close this as well. Let's navigate to the website that you want to check, and I do recommend to just refresh the page just to make sure that it has the extension enabled. Now I'm going to click Go Full Page, and just wait for this tool to actually take a screenshot of the full page of the website. There you go. I'm going to click this button to download the image as a JPEG format. Click allow, and we can continue to Google Stitch. So I will click upload images. Let's select that picture, and this is the most important thing, and honestly this is really annoying. So basically the only way we can open a project in Google Stitch is by actually creating a design, but we already have the design, we already have the website, so that step is no longer necessary. But at the same time, we cannot open any project without creating a design first. So for that, to compensate, we are going to send this prompt to AI. And by the way, you can find this prompt in the description down below. So this will hopefully let us open the project without AI changing anything on the screenshot. And by the way, this is actually utilizing the redesign feature or the AI model from Gemini Nano Banana Pro. So essentially it is an AI image model, which is actually a very good image model, but sometimes it's not going to be able to change, it's not going to be able to maintain the accurate look of the website. Okay, in this case, it was able to actually open this on the screenshot on the project, so it's good. But we still cannot create the heat map, and we actually need to change something on this design. So I do recommend to make the tiniest change possible, because again, we're working on a real website that already has been deployed. So for that, I'm going to tell AI to, let's say, recreate this design without changing anything. So let me just, yeah, if you want, you can actually tell AI to remove or add something that might not be very important. Like for example, you can remove, let's say, the very bottom of the website. Let's say I want to tell AI to just remove the text at the very bottom of the page. Everything else must remain the same. Okay, let's send the message and let's hope for the best. Okay, it just tells me that I only have 8 redesigned screens remaining today. Again, we are using Gemini Nano Banana Pro, so that's why it's kind of limited, even though you might be subscribing to Google AI Pro or Google AI Ultra plan, because that model is simply very expensive to run. Okay, apparently it is able to actually recreate the website, and I'm hoping that it is not changing the website a lot, so we can get a somewhat more faithful and accurate heat map prediction based on this screenshot. Okay, just wait for it, and after that we can continue with the heat map generation. Okay, so we got this. It looks close, not the same unfortunately, but maybe it is quite close. So if you're okay with that, then we can continue. But if you're not okay with that, then you can click on the original screenshot again and then ask AI again to recreate the design, or perhaps you might want to modify the prompting. Unfortunately, I cannot really show you a prompt that will always work, because on my testing it's just not very consistent and every single website will output different results. So you might want to try your own instruction or prompt. Now, in case you're okay with the redesign, then you can click on the version that has been regenerated and then click generate and click predictive heat map. Just click on that button and it will generate another variation of that design, but it will contain the heat map. So it will appear right here. So just wait for about maybe 20 to 30 seconds for the AI to actually generate the heat map based on the design. Alright, so we got the heat map of this website. Well, it is decent, and well, the only thing that I dislike is it is changing the layout a bit, and also we have some features that do not actually exist on the original website. So yeah, that's a downside of using this method, but I'm hoping that in the future Google Stitch will allow anyone to actually use an existing website to be analyzed and have this nice looking and useful heat map data. So that's basically how you can utilize this predictive heat map in Google Stitch. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. I wish you a great day ahead.